everyone, welcome to CBSE Maths. Today in this video, we are going to solve exercise 14.3 first question. In the first question, we have given the distribution table and frequency, and we are asked to find out the median, mean, and mode of this given data. For that, let's first find out the mean of this data. We're going to find that by using assumed mean method. For that, we need class mark. So let's find out class mark for this given data, that is xi, that is class mark of this given interval. Class mark can be found by adding upper limit with the lower limit, then dividing it by 2. So 65 plus 85 divided by 2 gives us 75. So we will write that 75 at here. In the same way, class mark of this will gives us 95. So we will write that at here. In the same way, here it is 105 plus 125, which is 230 divided by 2, that is 115. So let's write that 115. Now here it is 135, then 155, then 175. At last it is 195. Now let's find out undefined interval. For that, we need a value as assumed mean method. For that, let's consider this 135 as assumed mean. So let's take the value of a as 135. Let's calculate undefined interval ui, which is equals to xi, that is class mark. So let's write that class mark minus assumed mean divided by h, that is class size or class width, which is the difference between upper limit and lower limit. So here the class size or class width is 20. So let's write that 20 at here. Now let's find out this undefined interval. For that, let's find out the value of xi minus a. Let's consider the value of xi as 75 minus a we consider as 135 divided by h value is 20. So 75 minus 135 gives us minus 60 divided by 20, which gives us minus 3. So let's write that minus 3 at here. In the same way, let's find out 95 minus 135 divided by 20, which gives us minus 40 divided by 20, which means we're going to get minus 2 at here. In the same way, here we will write minus 1. Here the difference is 0. Here 1, 2, 3. Now let's find out the product of frequency and this undefined interval. So 4 into minus 3 gives us minus 12. 5 into minus 2 gives us minus 10. 13 into minus 1 gives us minus 13. 20 into 0 gives us 0. 14 into 1 gives us 14. 8 into 2 gives us 16. 4 into 3 gives us 12. Now let's find out summation of this fi ui, which is going to be minus 12 minus 10, that is minus 22, minus 22 minus 13, that is minus 35 plus 14 plus 16, 30 plus 12, that is 42, which means summation of this fi ui is equals to plus 7. And we already know the value of this summation of f, which is 68. It's given in our question only. Now let's find out the mean of this data. So the formula to calculate the mean is bar x is equals a plus h times summation of fi ui divided by summation of fi. So simply we will substitute the values now. The value of a is here 135 plus the value of H is 20 into summation of Fi Ui value is 7 divided by summation of Fi value is 68. Now simply we have to cancel out those terms. So let's write that 135 as it is, plus here we will write 2 tens are, then 2 34s are, then in the same way 2 5s are, and here 2 17s are, 5 sevens are, we get 35 divided by this 17. So 17 ones are 17, 17 twos are 34, 1 remains, that becomes 10, which is less than that 17, then that becomes 100, 17 5s are 85. So final value is 135 plus 2.05. At last we can say that bar x is equals 137.05. So this is the value of mean of that given data. Similarly, let's calculate the mode for this given data. To calculate the mode, let's write the formula. Mode is equals to L plus H times twice of F1. Sorry, first we will write F1 minus F0 divided by twice of F1 minus F0 minus F2. This is the formula to calculate the mode of the data, where L means lower limit of the model frequency. So let's first find out the lower limit or model frequency. Model frequency is the frequency which is highest observed in that given frequency distribution table. As you can see here, 20 is the highest frequency. So this 125 to 145 will become model class. So lower limit will going to be 125. Let's write that all needed values at here. So the value of L is 125. Then the value of H, that is class size, which is 20. F1 means frequency of this model class. So let's write that F1 value, which is 20. So F1 value is 20. In the same way, let's calculate F0 and F2. F0 means the frequency which is preceding this model class. So F0 for this data is 13, and F2 means frequency next to this model class, which is 14. So F0 value is 13 and F2 value is 14. So let's write that this is 13 and this is 14. Now we have the data. We will simply substitute all this data in this formula and we will going to find out the mode of this given data. So let's write that one by one. The value of L is 125 plus H value is 20 times F1 value is 20 minus F0 value is 13 divided by 2 into F1 value again 20 minus F0, that is 13 minus F2 value is 14. Now let's simplify this values. So 125 plus 20 times 20 minus 13, that is 7 divided by 2 into 20, that is 40 minus 27. Simply we will going to solve this one. Then we get that 125 plus 20 into 7 divided by 40 minus 27, which gives us 13. So let's write that 125 plus 27, we have that 140 by 13. Further simplification gives us 13 ones are 13. Then 1 remains, that becomes 10. So we're going to keep a 0, that becomes 100. 13 sevens are 91. 9 remains, that becomes 90. Then again 13 6 are 78. So 125 plus 10.76, which means the mode of this given data is 135.76. That is the solution. Now let's calculate the median of this given data. So to calculate the median, we need cumulative frequency. So let's write that cumulative frequency. So here it is 4. Here it is 4 plus 5, that is 9. Here it is 9 plus 13, which is 22. Then 22 plus 20 gives us 42. Then 42 plus 14 gives us 56. Then here 56 plus 8 gives us 64. At last 64 plus 4 gives us 68. So this is our cumulative frequency. Now let's try to find out the value of that n by 2. So n by 2 is equals to 68 by 2, which gives us 34. So we have to check out 34 falls in which cumulative frequency. As we can say that this 34 will falls in this cumulative frequency. So this 125 to 145 will going to be our median class. Now let's write the formula to find out the median of the given data. So median of given data is equals to L plus H times n by 2 minus cumulative frequency divided by frequency. So let's write all these values one by one. L means as usual lower limit of the median class. So here median class is 125 to 145. So the value of L becomes 125 plus H value, that is class size, which is already know, which is 20. So n by 2 value is 34. Let's write that 34 minus n by 2 value is 34 minus cumulative frequency means the frequency which is preceding to this 42, or preceding to this median class, which is 22. So let's write that 22. Then frequency is frequency of that median class, which is 20. So let's write those two also. So this is 22 and this is 20. Next 125 plus 20 into 34 minus 22, which gives us 12 divided by 20. So let's cancel this 20 and this 20. Then we have 125 plus 12, which gives us 137. So median of the given data is equals to 137. That is the solution. I hope you all got this solution. Thank you for watching the video.